Dora Akunyili was born on the 14th July 1954 from Nanka in Anambra State and was the Director General of NAFDAC from 2001 till 2008. Akunyili was an integral part of the campaign that worked tirelessly and with significant success for the eradication of counterfeit drugs and unsafe food in Nigeria. As at June 2006, Akunyili had secured convictions of 45 counterfeiters with 56 cases pending in courts. She was fighting rich and powerful drug counterfeiters who had the resources to offer generous bribes in order to get their way. But she put the interest of Nigerians first. Her principles and values influenced all her decisions while in office. Today, many Nigerians struggle to find these traits among a large section of leaders piloting the affairs of this country. Because she watched her younger sister die of fake drugs, Akunyili was inspired to fight counterfeiters heads-on. She almost lost her life in the process. Many Nigerians yearn for this kind of leadership. Obviously, anyone trying to dislodge the current order should not be afraid to pay the supreme price. On July 13, 2013, a strange occurrence happened. The professor was preparing to travel to the US to receive an award the following day, her 59th birthday, when she fell ill. She was physically weak with a lot of pain. However, she was determined to go for the trip to America, and it was there she was diagnosed with cancer of the uterine, and there were fears she might lose her life. Her last public appearance was at the National Conference Center in Abuja in 2014, where she came as a delegate. On June 7, 2014, Professor Dora Akunyili died of uterine cancer in India at the age of 54. We remember her for the good works she did by saving millions of Nigerians who ordinarily would have gone to their early graves through the consumption of fake drugs.
When President Obasanjo insisted on appointing me, politicians came up with reasons why I should not be appointed. So when President Obasanjo looked at all these things and insisted on putting me in that position, I was challenged. It's like I cannot disappoint this man who has trusted me so much. And besides, I also felt it was a position of trust. And my own sister died of counterfeit medicine.
Yes, I wanted to
and
say,
I also, it's a very big driving force, because I always remembered how she died. She died from counterfeit insulin, to infection at the injection sites. And when I got into NAFDAC, the first things I saw that really put me on fire was insulin injections that were just water, unsterilized. So that actually confirmed to me that it was not only that these insulin injections were not able to bring down this poor girl's blood sugar, but also introduced infections at the sites of injection. Early 2001, over 41% of drugs in circulation were outrightly fake. Over 68 were unregistered. So we were in a crisis situation. It was not only drug, what of food, what of baby milk, infant formula, that was cassava flour with sugar and a little milk. Professor, can you imagine how many babies that died? When I came into NAFDAC, first of all, I wanted to succeed. I think that should be number one in any assignment. If you tell yourself you want to succeed, every other thing will follow. Then what made the past administrations not to succeed? We needed to examine it with my wonderful staff. We laid off some staff, yes, but we kept most of the staff because what they needed was training and retraining and reorientation for them to appreciate that this is a special assignment. But if you are focused on succeeding and shun people's money, irrespective of whose ox is God, it's not just money that is involved in corruption. When people are your relations, you should not start looking at people as my brothers or sisters or friends. You should be moving like a train in anti-corruption movement, especially in the area of counterfeit medicine, because it's a form of corruption. And again, we had a very strong structure at the ports, ensuring that samples are taken and of course, and tested, and of course, ensuring that they bring documentation from our analysts abroad. You see, these things, if they're not enforced, they come to nothing. We also had sustained systematic surveillance of all shops and markets from time to time to clean out the counterfeit drug and of course sanction people. It was when the traders at Onisha started beating up our staff and destroying our vehicles that we closed the market. I slept, I ate, I walked NAFDAC. It was my life.
Yes.